Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're enthusiastically unpacking Dr. Joseph Murphy's transformative metaphysical concepts on the psychology of wealth. If you've ever felt like financial abundance is just kind of out of reach, or if you feel like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle with your bank account, well, this is exactly where you need to be. We are going to look at the direct, undeniable link between what goes on inside your head and what ends up in your wallet. So let's dive right in with a really provocative question to challenge everything we've been taught about our financial destiny. Are you poor by fate? Are some people just magically destined to struggle while others effortlessly glide through life with unlimited resources? Today, we're going to completely dismantle that myth and show you how to actually take control. In the groundbreaking translated work, Dalit Aur Safaltaki Ra, Dr. Joseph Murphy drops a massive truth bomb. Your financial status isn't about luck. It's entirely dependent on your mindset. Recognizing the incredible power of your subconscious mind is the true path to maximizing your potential. It's about earning ultimate success in any field, not by grinding yourself into the ground, but by aligning your internal beliefs. Section 1. Wealth and your mind. Now check out this incredibly bold claim that flips centuries of societal conditioning completely on its head. There is no virtue in poverty. It is a mental disease. I mean, wow. Dr. Murphy is making a monumental statement here. Think about it. If you're physically sick, you instantly recognize something is wrong and you seek help, right? Well, he argues that if money isn't flowing freely in your life, you should treat it with that exact same urgency. There is fundamentally something blocking your circulation of wealth. So the crucial point here is that abundance is literally everywhere, much like the ocean, but you have to actively open your mind to receive it. Imagine walking up to the beach. The water is limitless, right? But if you only bring a tiny thimble, that's all you're walking away with. The universe isn't restricting your supply. Your mental receptacle is. Wealth, as the source material puts it, is like the very air we constantly breathe. You just have to claim your share. Moving on to Section 2, Misunderstandings Related to Money. But if wealth is naturally everywhere, why do so many of us struggle? Well, society constantly feeds us these myths, like the idea that the love of money is the root of evil, or that wealth is somehow corrupt. But here's the catch. Condemning money actually repels it. You lose what you condemn. Murphy's reality is completely different. Money is simply a symbol of exchange. It represents freedom, beauty, luxury, and refinement. When you view money as a tool for liberation, you actively attract it. You know, way too many people secretly harbor the belief that poverty is righteous. And this usually comes from early childhood upbringing, deep superstitions, or just misreading religious texts. Maybe you overheard your parents constantly stressing over bills, or maybe you were taught that suffering is somehow noble. Let's be absolutely clear. The universe doesn't want you living in a slum or going hungry. It wants you happy, prosperous, and successful. These blockages, they're purely self-imposed through a misinformed subconscious. All right, Section 3, New Thought and the Subconscious Mind. This brings us to the core mechanism of real change. New thought isn't just some abstract pie-in-the-sky theory. It's a practical law stating that our outer environment is simply a mirror of our inner consciousness. It's a philosophy focused on the continuous renewal of your mind. Our habits, thoughts, and those deeply held beliefs act like a recording machine, deeply impressing themselves upon our subconscious. You simply cannot change your outside world without first renewing your inside world. And Dr. Murphy uses metaphysics to demonstrate that if we change the root cause, which is our thoughts, the physical and financial results literally have to change. Metaphysics literally means looking above or beyond the physical. Instead of obsessing over the lack of money in your bank account, which is really just an effect, metaphysics teaches us to focus entirely on the mind, the root cause. Change the cause, and the effect automatically transforms. Let's look at some proof in Section 4, the writer's success story. There's this absolutely fascinating real-world example from the source material about a talented young female writer. First, she was completely financially blocked. She had articles accepted, sure, but she proudly claimed she didn't write for money, and even called it dirty money. Step 2, she actively reprogrammed her subconscious with daily affirmations to replace that superstition. And Step 3, her income tripled as a direct result. To cleanse her subconscious of that limiting dirty money superstition, she used a very specific mental affirmation. Seriously, read this out loud to yourself. Money is a divine substance. It flows to me freely, joyously, and endlessly. She realized that everything, even a crumpled dollar bill, is made of universal energy. By consciously aligning her mind with this positive flow and actually blessing the money, she stopped fighting the current and started riding it. And what is truly astonishing about this, and it's a super fun fact to remember, is that merely changing her internal belief tripled her external income in exactly 3 months. 3 months to rewrite an entire lifetime of financial struggle and anxiety. That is the incredible speed at which your subconscious mind can work when you finally give it clear, unblocked, and positive instructions. Which brings us to our ultimate conclusion in Section 5, the master key to wealth. So, what is the master key? Well, it's not a secret physical action or a hidden bank account. It's the disciplined, sustained thinking described throughout these published works. It is the absolute refusal to let negative, impoverished thoughts take root in your brain. The knowledge is readily available in books and explainers just like this one, but the daily discipline to actually apply it, that has to come from within you. Think of your mind like electricity. It's completely neutral in itself, but it's entirely capable of illuminating your life with wealth or striking you down with poverty. Electricity is just a force. We know it can be deadly if it's misused or misunderstood, but it also illuminates our homes and makes modern life possible. Your mind operates on the exact same universal law. You hold the switch. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question to chew on as you step back into your daily routine and choose your financial future. What dominant thought are you planting in your subconscious today? Remember, you are the absolute ruler of your internal world. Choose to plant abundance. Cast aside those old myths of poverty, and abundance is exactly what you will harvest. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.